This isn't the end. Another dream is waiting to begin.
Hey guys, this is my run on D2D Eos Stage 6 in D4 Global, and this is, at least in the order that I did them, the final D2D stage in the entire series. I am saving sort of the best for last because YDA is my favorite DPS character. She is really one of the top DPS characters. I would say in the current meta, probably Selh'teus has the higher ceiling, but YDA has the higher floor. And it is much more easier setting up on YDA than it is for Selh'teus. You really only need YDA's BT aura to be in effect. And that accounts for the first 2 turns of setup where I start with YDA just to get all the BT and call auras going before ending her turn. I'm using double support here, Lunafreya and Ignis. Lunafreya is here mainly, of course, to help charge the Force Gauge Peter, but the main reason is to give Ignis and YDA quick prayers, and heavy prayer would also help a lot in terms of the eventual damage output. I normally also just use Lunafreya's Force type because her Force conditioners actually aren't too bad. It does require you to do Ice and Water Elemental attack, but Lunafreya can actually enchant the party with both. However, this stage is an exception because in this stage, the bosses actually absorb one of the elements. I can't remember which. I think it was Ice that they absorb. In which case, you can't really use Lunafreya's FR anymore. Otherwise, you have to do without one of the elements and you miss out on half the conditionals. This is why I brought in Ignis. Ignis is there as the main force user because his conditionals are pretty easy to meet. And I might as well just use him here because I'm not gonna be using him anywhere else after this. But I suppose this party slot is very flexible. You don't have to use Ignis, you can really use anyone with very good generic force conditionals. You could also use other characters such as Rosa, for example, who should do fairly well in this context. Lunafreya has Rain's Call, and the main reason for the Rain's Call is actually to help charge the summon meter and also line up the turn order just in case if you don't have the right turn order after Lunafreya's turn. During Lunafreya's turn rotation, it is also very important never to use EX because her EX buff is the one that provides the party with Ice Enchant. And like I said, you don't want to enchant a party with Ice because the boss absorbs the Ice elements. Or not absorb, but really greatly resist, so you'll be doing 1 brief damage if you are enchanted with Ice. On Ignis turn, you have a couple of free turns, so what I did to maximize the turn count is to start off with BT plus and then enter FR. Before starting FR though, there is one extra turn that he has, so I actually used it to use his HP attack, which enters into one of his stances. This is mainly to help provide additional attack auras for the party, which YDA can make full use of. Now before ending Ignis turn, what I did here is spam regroups. Because Ignis Force Conditionals is very generic, each time he uses regroup you get a massive 137% boost to the force gauge bonus. And really with Ida, you don't need a lot of force time turns. 4 or 5 turns each is actually sufficient. And Ida really appreciates the high force bonus boost, so it is very well worth it to spend a couple of turns to charge up the force gauge bonus. Okay, I'm at 800% and 5 turns, so before ending the turn and popping summon, I used a Selh'teus call, which brings me down to 4 turns but 900%. I pop summon just before ending Ignis' turn, and this is just to keep the turn count at 2. Use Ignis' final FR here, and this will bring you to 999% at the start of Ida's turn with 4 turns of force remaining. Boss is at 69ish%, so this is where you want to start spamming LDs with Ida. Ida's LD is her hardest hitting attack. It does even more damage than her FR or EX. Boss survives with 2%, but this should be enough. You could also maybe use Ida's FR like once during her rotation to preserve the force time and end the fight there, and you could also of course use the ultimate crystal attack, but this is good enough for me. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe. I might do one more farewell video for D4, but I'm not too sure yet. If there is, I hope I will catch you guys there. See ya!
May the light forever shine upon us.